All righty. Good morning. It's 7:09, the Plan B Morning Show. Brock, Hunter.
Morning.
Oh, yeah. Hey, don't forget we are streaming. Go find us on all your favorite platforms. We're all over the place. More importantly, head over to the Plan B Show YouTube page. Subscribe to that for web-exclusive content. We got stuff on there for you, as well as your streams and all your other fun stuff from the Plan B Morning Show. Brock and Hunter, good morning to you. How you doing, buddy? How you doing?
Good, man. Good. Doing well.
Hey, before we get to Morning Dump, and I'm very excited about Morning Dump today because I have big news. I have big news in the Morning Dump that everyone needs to pay attention to. But I sent a reminder to Hunter yesterday to remind me, which he did, thank you, by the way, to share with him this post that I saw on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, which I love, by the way. I love, if I could only have,
it's a new Craigslist.
It's better in my mind. I think it's much better. Less guys trying to
sleep with you.
Yeah, trap you and put you in their basement. That's what it is. I love Marketplace. Honestly, my wife she's not worried about me cheating on her with someone online. She's worried about me meeting up with Gary on Marketplace.
Yeah.
About a great deal on a truck top.
And you guys have the same hobbies and end up fishing together.
Right. Exactly. No, Marketplace is, I like doom scroll. Anyway, one thing that pops up a lot on my recommended, like, oh, we think you might like this, is garage sales, flea market, stuff like that, because I look for stuff like that. And one came up, and it really caught my eye when I was reading the description of it. It's barn/garage sale, 3 families, all kinds of items. This is verbatim what it says. I'm reading it right now. It's right. I'm reading
barn sale/garage sale.
I took a screenshot because I'm like, I got to talk. Okay, so barn/garage sale, 3 families, all kinds of items. Vintage, farm, garden, whole house, truck, tractor, lures. Oh, got my attention there. Furniture, stereo, equip, not equipment, equip. So you know it's legit. Yeah. Christmas tools, so much more. This is where it gets good. There will not be tables of clothes. There are some kimonos, fur coats, and a few other items.
Yes.
Follow the yellow signs. So they made sure to point out there will not be tables full of clothes. It's not.
This isn't your mom and pop's garage sale here.
But if you were wondering, there will be a few kimonos, fur coats, and a few other items.
I'm going. Where's it at? Let's go right now.
Out of all the things, Hunter,
wrap the show up.
All the things you could list and did list, they threw in their kimonos and fur coats.
Yes.
I love it. I love everything about this.
Well, they got me. I'm interested.
Right.
First off, you said what? All the fishing stuff. What else? There's a lot of good stuff in there.
Vintage, farm, garden, stereo equipment,
right?
Tools. Yeah.
Tools. Everybody needs tools.
Like, I love the fact that I could go to this barn/garage sale and walk away with some fishing lures.
A kimono.
Hold on. I'm going to end with kimono. Fishing lures, some gardening tools, Christmas decorations, and a kimono. Like, that's amazing to me. That is amazing to me.
When it lasted, it was good being your best friend. It really was. It was a good 7 years, but once you meet this guy, I can already tell by his description of what his garage sale is. Oh, I'm sorry, barn sale.
Barn/garage sale.
Barn/garage sale. I don't hold a flame to this guy.
No, some guy who's got multiple. It's not kimonos with fur coats. He's living the kind of life. That's the kind of friend I want to be with, right there.
Don't get me wrong. I have bull whips. I have nunchucks, butterfly knives, switchblades. I have a lot of cool stuff.
You got a golf simulator, but
simulator, but I don't have a kimono.
No, multiple kimonos and fur coats.
Fur coats, don't have those.
I love it. I just love, like, I've never in my life read in a description kimonos and fur coats.
You have to get one of these jackets. You know that, right?
That's for sure.
You be out ice fishing. Like, what is that? Is that Bigfoot out there ice fishing? No, that's Brock in his new fur coat.
Look at that. That's my fur fishing coat right there. Got it at a barn/garage sale.
Yeah.
It was right next to the kimonos. It was right next to the kimonos. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Like, that's the best. That's the Yeah, he has multiple though. It's kimonos. There's multiple. This fella has multiple kimonos that are for sale, along with fur coats. I've never read that. Actually, you know what? That should be like a rap song. Kimonos and fur coats.
Or kimono should just be a rap name, an artist name.
Oh,
Lil Kimono.
Lil Kimono.
So stupid.
So yes, I had to share that with everyone. And to the fella who wrote the greatest description ever on a Facebook Marketplace ad,
I'll be there.
I commend you. You got me. Hook, line, and sinker.
Yep.
Hook, line, and kimono right there.
There you go. I can't wait to see it on the stream on Monday.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna be a garage sale kimono. Come
it's gonna be a little hot for a kimono, but
hey,
well worth it.
They breathe. I won't tie it. I won't tie the little kimono string right there, whatever it is.
Please tie it.
It's like is it a kimono just a Japanese robe? Isn't that what it is?
Much.
Like
yeah, that's pretty much what
but
it is. Fancier name.
Yeah.
Different material.
You know what? You sound like a piece of trash if you wear a robe out in public. You wear a kimono out in public.
People respect you.
You automatically.
Right.
Front of the line, sir. In the kimono. Oh, this old thing, this old kimono.
Please take my seat. Please.
That's right. If I'm walking through first class, someone's going to say, sir, please take my first class seat. All right.
Excuse me. I'm wearing a kimono.
Get out of here. Garage sale kimono.
I'm important. All right. See the jacket.
The best description I have ever read in my entire life. Fantastic. All right. Oh, I'm glad I got to share that. Why don't we keep things moving here, Hunter? Because we got to get done because the sale starts today. We got to get to it. So let's finish this up so we can go. It's time for your morning dump. As always, your morning dump brought to you by Pump
That
Septic. Clean your septic today with Pump That Septic. Call them 269-445-7777 or visit pumpthatseptic.com. Yeah, pump it.
Pump it.
Yeah, pump it. Hold on one sec, Hunter. One sec. Hold on. I forgot to
What you doing over there?
Sorry, I had to get this real quick. All right, now we're ready. Now we're all set. And I know you got a boogie because you're holding your neck right now.
I am.
It is the most important day of the year for the fellas, and I bring this up every summer. It's sometimes on June 21st or June 20th. Today happens to be June 20th, and it is the first day of summer.
Oh, damn. You're
now,
right.
Hunter, you may say, yeah, okay, that's nice. The first day of summer. Why is that important? Bring on the summer penis. Yes.
Oh, yeah, this story.
It's the most important day of the year for us fellas because
it now. Nice day. Real quick, though, before you get, because I know how deep you're going to get into this. No pun intended.
I mean, do I ever really get that deep?
Did we just say, dude, summer started literally 2 months ago. I feel like it's been summer since February.
Huh.
I've had what you're about to talk about.
Yeah.
I've had that for 2 months. It's been hot.
It has been warmer. Global warming, dying polar bears, ice caps melting, whatever, what have you. But no, we can officially say today is the start of a phenomenon from a urologist called summer penis. The blood vessels down under expand a little bit in the summer to regulate heat. So the male package might look a little larger than you're used to.
Yeah.
It's not a permanent change, unfortunately. But I tell you what, I'm going to enjoy a little extra show, a little more pizzazz down there.
Here's what it is. It's just hot and saggy. That's what it is. Nothing shrinks up when it's cold. You know, like when you get in the water and it basically goes into your stomach.
I was in the pool.
I swear it was cold.
For sure. But
the exact opposite happens when it's hot.
Right. We don't need to talk about the winter shrinkage. Okay. All right. I already have to, fluff myself every winter time I go out and see my wife when I'm naked. But the summertime, I get a little more confidence, a little more hitch in my giddy up, a little more. I put that chest out a little bit more because you know what?
What?
It's bigger. All right.
It is. It's bigger.
Hey, honey. All right. What do you think of that?
What you're saying is measure in the summer.
Oh, for sure.
You're doing
for sure. for sure. If you're doing a soft measure in the summer,
Yeah.
because you get a little bit more. Now, clearly, I'm not going from a Tic Tac to John Holmes here, but you know what? Every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. So
you're going from a Tic Tac to like a jelly bean.
that's hey.
Good analogy.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
A little bit bigger.
Moving up in the world. And is it, now, do you think it more girthy or more length? I think you think it's length?
I think it's length.
I think I gain more girth in the summer. I think it's
gravity takes effect in the summer. It's softer and it's pulling it down.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Which is why, hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's people in certain parts of the world where it's always hot.
Yeah.
And let's be honest. If you've seen some of those National Geographics or any of those shows,
what are you talking about?
Well, I'm just saying, if you live, like, say you live in Florida, all right, where it's like 95 all the time, humid and hot, you're gonna be rocking a dong, bro. Like it's what? I don't know how else to put it.
Rocking a dong, bro.
You're gonna be rocking a dong, bro.
So you're saying it would be smart for a fella to move to a more a tropical climate because the body adjusts. And
well, think about it.
Yeah.
The people that are in the tropical regions have bigger dongs, right?
I don't know if that's. I think we're just saying things.
That's effing true. I've not studied that, but that is a fact, bro.
You don't need to look it up. You
don't need to.
You need. I don't need to see the numbers. I know.
I just know. I think I'm right. I think I'm very right.
I mean, you might be, but either way, it doesn't matter. Ladies, you're welcome.
For anybody living in like Alaska or anywhere where it's cold all the time, I feel bad.
Those poor Eskimos up there, man. Those Eskimo ladies, they got nothing. No,
your dong is turtlenecking as much as it can.
I was in the tundra. What do you want from me? Right? These seal underpants aren't helping. Anyway, summer penis. Here we go.
Here we
go. Lastly, we'll end with this real quick. I know it's hard to top summer penis, but if you have not heard, there's been some rumblings about Justin Timberlake, old ramen-haired Timberlake, got arrested for a DUI.
DWI, I heard, which is what?
Well,
intoxicated.
I think DWI is the technical term for driving under the influence of DUI. Anyway, obviously the internet's been blowing up with it. They've been having memes like bringing tipsy back and brine me a liver instead of cry me a river, stuff like that. What I've read is he failed a field sobriety test, refused to take the breathalyzer, which as soon as you do that you're going.
I mean, regardless of if you refuse it, they're going to take you in. You're going to take it later.
Right.
Might as well just get it over with.
Why
don't they just go right to the breathalyzer?
Just automatically? I don't know.
This is what we're going to end with. You're going to know for a fact at the end of all this shenanigans that I'm doing. What is this, like a show? Is this fun to you? Just give me the breathalyzer.
Yeah, maybe they're trying to get on World's Funniest Police Chases is what it is, or something like that. Like,
here's the question: if you pass every test with flying colors, can they not give you the breathalyzer?
I think they'll do it anyways. I don't know.
So then let's just go right. Let's come on.
Maybe because the breathalyzer isn't 100%. It's not 100%.
Yeah, but it definitely gives you a ballpark.
Yeah,
of like where you're at.
Especially if you're just smoked. I mean, if you're 3 sheets to the wind, like if it's not going to be off by like multiple decimals. If you blow like a 0.18, it's like, okay, there's no way this thing is reading wrong.
You unlawfully gave me a breathalyzer. Well, dude, I could smell you while walking up to the car. Like, I just saved you time.
Yeah, let's just go right to it. Let's go right to it. Obviously, he posted bail already. Because, unlike the rest of us who would spend the weekend in county, he's got millions of dollars, and he probably won't have to serve any time. It's probably going to be thrown out more than likely. But yeah,
I mean, you don't go to jail for that. I mean, you do initially, right? But
no, I mean, no, he could serve up to 2 weeks if the judge wants to throw the book at him. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. That's what it says here. Yeah.
2 weeks? I've never heard of that.
Worst case scenario, he'll spend 2 weeks in jail, but that's not very.
What? Did he swing at a cop? I'm not saying what he did was right or in any means. by any means. Yes, he's in the wrong. But after the initial night of sitting in jail, you can go back for it?
It's gonna be made.
All right, I was gonna hit that. I had something funny coming up here with that, and I hit the wrong button. Hit the wrong button. But yeah, I think you can. It's like the first time offense. It doesn't matter. I think they can still put you in county.
I've never heard of anybody going to jail for 2 weeks for a DUI. That would be like, dude, they threw the book at you.
Yeah, they should make an example out of him. Just because you're a
I
celebrity,
mean, he would be the one.
Yeah,
you know?
Just because you're a celebrity doesn't mean you should get any special treatment, which you're gonna get.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you think he was maybe a little mad that they even took him to jail? You think he was like,
Well, for sure, you're a celebrity. You expect,
Come on, guys.
hey, I'm Justin Timberlake. I'll just keep driving, right?
yeah,
Not anymore. I
no,
don't think cops give a damn anymore.
which good. They shouldn't.
Right.
Because if it was me, I'm going
Broke the law. You gotta pay the price.
because you were in sync and did that song with Chris Stapleton. Hey, it doesn't
ramen
mean
noodle hair doesn't mean you
ramen noodle hair. Hey, who's the drunkest one here? Who's going to be the drunkest one here tonight?
It's gonna be made.
There you go.
Hey, we're all hammered. Who's going to drive? It's probably not smart. Who's going to drive all of us in sync, guys?
It's gonna be made.
I don't think that's smart, Justin. I don't think that's smart, Justin. I don't think it's it.
Who's we're all drunk here. Who's gonna blow the highest?
It's gonna be made.
I think you're right, Justin. I think it is right.
Jesus. All right.
That's honestly one of the main reasons I want to do the story. It's not
I
even
know.
a drunk celebrity, whatever.
I've had that clip saved for weeks.
Yep. There's got to be one more. Is there any more? Or should we just go? Yeah, we'll just go. We did a good job. That's your morning dump. We'll be back.
I'll be right back.
All right. Hunter was holding it the whole time, so he had to boogie. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Scott. Let's see. If it makes you feel better, I lived in Tornado Alley for 3 years once before. It will become a point where you get used to it. I mean, you probably do. And it's not like it's every day. Obviously, for some reason in that swath of country, it's more likely. I remember when I was in Springfield, Missouri, like, I'm trying to think. I went down there in 2010. I moved there 2010, and I believe that summer or the next, I'm trying to remember. Anyway, learning about Tornado Alley and Springfield was like kind of right on the edge of, like, it was on the tail end. Lots of times it would move through, Kansas, Oklahoma, whatever, and it would move that way. But because of the Ozarks, it would usually kind of like peter off before it hit us. Not saying it never did, but anyway. That horrible tornado that ripped through Joplin, Missouri, was like right after I moved down there that first summer. And man, we did obviously a bunch of fundraising and stuff for it. But seeing the destruction that it brought, that was a big tornado. I'd have to look it up. But yeah, just wild, man. And there was a lot more chances for tornadoes where we were at down there. So, yes, Eric sent me the funniest effing meme yesterday with obviously the Haktua girl, which I'm in love. It's just hilarious to me. But it was a can of WD-40, but instead it said Haktua. It's brilliant. You need to go to this garage sale while on the stream. I may take video. If I get out there, it might be worth snapping a video. Because if I could get that kimono live, that would be fantastic. Tic Tac to a chiclet. Hey, it's bigger. It's bigger. I'll take a chiclet. What else did he say? Field sobriety gives me time for my alcohol to get in my system. Oh, I see. Okay.
That sucks.
I mean, again, it's one of those, like, okay, they don't do it. They clearly know you're drunk. They can either smell it on you or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Let's get it over with. You know, I actually have a prime example of this, but in the opposite way. I got pulled over one time. Cop thought I was drunk.
Yeah.
Obviously, from the start, I could tell. I was like, dude, this dude thinks I'm drunk. So I do the field sobriety test. And honestly, the foot to toe one, fail. I failed that one. Got done with all the other ones, did those with flying colors. He finally gives me the breathalyzer. And I've never blown into a breathalyzer as hard as I had at that point. And he looks at it, and it was obviously zeros. I didn't drink that night. And he just looks at me and is like, he's like, you haven't been drinking. I'm like, I told you I haven't been drinking. I told you that from the beginning.
This is my general demeanor.
This is my look, man. You know, and dude, he didn't even say bye. He didn't even say, sorry, nothing. I mean, he wouldn't have to apologize, obviously. But he's just like, you're not drunk. And I'm like, no. And he just literally turned around, left, got in his car. He's like, see you later. On to the next one. I'm just like, dude, that's kind of trash. Like you're just out looking to put somebody in jail. And I get there's people in the wrong and shouldn't be drinking and driving. That's against the law. Right. But dude, you were specifically headhunting people. Like I don't know if that's right. What do you think?
Well, some people think that
it's your job.
Some people think DUI checkpoints aren't a violation. It's muddy water. We got to go on it. For sure. Good morning. 7:30. It's Brock. It's Hunter.
Morning. All right.
Getting it.
Quit bringing me back.
Getting it. All right. Well, why don't we keep things moving? Don't forget, we are streaming. Go find us on the stream. We'll be on there for the next half hour, 45, whatever we decide to do. You okay over there? You got it figured out?
Stupid Mike. Boom keeps moving around. There it is. Right spot. And then I get it right spot and it starts moving. All right, I'm good to go.
You sure?
I think.
Okay, sorry, I was typing something. Let's do sports. I'm doing clerical work while we're doing the show.
He's doing a crossword. That's what he's doing, really.
Yeah, set. Ready to go?
I can see the crossword. We're doing the stream. Like
let's see. 4-letter word for.
Anyway,
You're
not old enough to do a crossword successfully. Sorry.
No, I'm not. I try to. I'm not very good at it. I don't have enough old man words.
70 and above, and then you'll just smash them.
Same thing with Wheel of Fortune. Old people are great at it.
Playing like playing an old person in a crossword or trying to figure it out like an old person is like playing a 12-year-old in Call of Duty. You're just gonna get worked.
You're gonna get worked.
Absolutely worked.
You're going to be embarrassed. You're going to hate yourself afterwards. You're going to feel real stupid. Yeah. As always, sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
Bud Distributing, getting you stocked up with delicious Bud Light, Tall, Cool, Budweiser's, other great drinks, man. Whatever you got going on, get stocked up from your favorite distributor, Bud Distributing. As always, remember to drink wiser, Bud.
All right. You just want to talk, dude. There's really not a lot else, but the WNBA. That's the story I have here. You want to hit it again?
They
did play a game last night. So in the WNBA, the Fever, which is where Caitlin Clark plays, they beat the Mystics last night, 88-81. And this is more WNBA news, I guess, but doesn't have to do with Caitlin Clark, though. Then who cares, right?
Right.
Do you want to talk about it?
I don't care. Yeah, go for it. Do
you
have anything else?
No, I'm serious. No, this is why I'm like, this is muddy waters, man. I Los Angeles rookie, your name's Cameron Brink, tore an ACL in her left knee in the first quarter of the Sparks 79-70 loss at Connecticut. All right, next story.
You want me to do one? I have.
You got one? Dude, I'm looking at it. We have baseball with the Oakland Ballers, which nobody really cares about.
Yeah.
More baseball starting next week in AAA baseball. Who cares? Basketball, which I used last hour.
If there was only time before the show where you could look up sports stuff.
Go ahead and look up sports. What do you got?
I got a story. It's about hobby horsing.
That's exactly my point.
What?
Hobby horsing.
Yeah. Do you want to hear
about
There's
nothing in sports right now. Turn on ESPN. What are they talking about?
Hobby horse riding is what they
exactly. Yeah. They got to do it all day too.
It's just a funny story about this this hobby horse rider who is standing up for her sport and clapping back at people who say hobby horse riding isn't a real sport. Well, that's because it's not. That's because it's not. If you don't know what I'm saying, if you don't know what I'm talking about, do you know the little horse head on a stick?
No, that's what they're talking about.
This-
I
this
thought
is-
like it's an hobby. I like go. I have horses and I go out and ride
No.
horses as a hobby.
No. It's people that
I've seen this.
go do a obstacle course indoors, of course. Is a horse, of course, and they gallop around.
Yeah,
on
their
the-
own feet.
On their own feet, they'll do
It's like,
jump.
it's like a broomstick with a horse head.
Yeah, that children play with. My daughter has one.
Yeah.
And she's upset that people aren't calling it a real sport
Come on,
Because-
dude.
because it's not.
Hey, let's go. Let's have the debate. Sit down. Who is this lady? Bring her in.
She's from the Czech Republic.
Dude, this is like
Name is Anna.
I can't even compare it to anything. I'm trying to compare it. So, like, you got real horseback riding, which is a
Yeah.
sport. I've been betting on it a lot lately. Trust me, I know it's a sport.
It
Well-
originated in Finland in 2002 and has attracted around 10,000 10 to 18-year-olds by 2017 and has spread to other countries.
This is a joke. I'm sorry. Like I like to take things lightly and go into things lightly because I understand people have their own niches, they have their own hobbies, they have their own beliefs and what they think is what, blah, blah, blah. But no, there's a line. And this one is beyond it. No, you can't gallop around on a stick and then look at people and be like, this is my sport.
Yeah.
Okay, if it's a sport, we're gonna get some athletes in there then. You're gonna hate that you said that. Because we're going to have like LeBron James enter your sport now. And that's who you're going to have to compete against. Like true athletes, true 6'6", 235 solid muscle, can gallop out of the building. How do you feel about it now?
See, I'm torn because now as a parent, like you want to support your kids, but there's also a
No, but
point
you
where-
let them know this isn't a sport.
right. You got to also
hobby.
hit them with the dose of reality. And like, this is not going to pay off down the road. Not saying you're going to be a professional baseball player, basketball player, whatever, but you're for sure not going to make any money being a hobby horse head on a stick rider. Daddy is not spending his weekends driving to these competitions.
No, I'm
'Cause
not
that-
doing it.
Ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's
ridiculous.
That's where I'm at with it.
You know what? You know what? Okay, if that's a sport, then halftime of Super Bowl, the Puppy Bowl, that's a sport now too.
Which is that's high pace. That's high pace, high action sport.
That's a sport now too. Here's
Yeah.
another question, Mr. Hobby Horse person. Can we bet on you? Can I open my FanDuel and bet
No.
on you then?
It's youth. It's youth. So I don't think you can bet on youth sports. It's only 10 to 18. Which I guess if you're an 18-year-old doing that,
Damn it,
Your
that's-
parents
that
failed
cha-
you.
Now I'm starting to feel bad. Damn it. Why'd you
don't
say
feel
that?
bad. That's what I'm saying though. Here's what I'm saying though. Don't feel bad because I'm sorry. There's
10 to 18, you know.
you should know.
You should
And-
know.
Right? This is not applicable anywhere else. And to be honest, if you were to go to someone like I feel like you're getting set up for disappointment later on because
Yeah.
you're not going to put this on a college resume.
No.
You know, you're not you can't go and tell people that you hobby horse without knowing that there's good. And I know you shouldn't judge people, but look, we still also got to be realistic here. Like this doesn't have any real world applications.
Maybe this is a subliminal way to train your child for hurdles and track. That's the only thing I can think of. I'm really trying to help you out here, guys.
It's good for the hip flexors as part of a training thing. I don't think so.
But
I
10
think-
to 18?
Yeah. Like I seriously, like if my daughter came up to me, I'd be like, honey, I love you dearly, but we're not doing this. We're not going to hop. You're 15 years old. You're not going to a place where other people are.
How do they judge it? How's the judging work?
I have no idea. Maybe
Dude,
like
if they judge, if the part of it is the way the horse looks,
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it
gonna
is.
lose it.
I'm sure it is. Yeah.
So you're combing your fake horse head before you gallop on it through over hurdle.
Yeah, it's almost too. It's almost like, look, you're not living in reality with this. Okay,
No.
horse head on a stick, okay? Like it's you don't feed it, you don't like. I'd rather have her. It's gonna suck for my wallet, but I'd rather have her say, "Dad, I want to ride horses." Like, okay, that makes sense. That thing you got to feed, you got to take care of. All right, yeah. This thing.
Why am I imagining the parent that doesn't want their child to do it finally shows up at a competition and still agrees with himself, runs out there, grabs the horse, and snaps that broomstick over his knee?
We're
I'm
going
done with this. Bam! Just like a baseball bat. Oh, all the parents are all upset. All right.
No, every parent's like, God, I want to do that too. I just want to break that.
Yeah,
horse.
subliminally.
I just want to break that stupid horse. Here, I'm spending a beautiful Saturday in this gymnasium.
She's in a traveling league. She's in a travel. We have to go like drive 5 hours for this every time.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, I know we may be sounding like dicks in this whole scenario, but let's be realistic here. No, it's not. Did you
10 to 18? It should be cut off at like 7. 8.
That I know it should. How about yeah, like preschool to 10, like
2 to 8. It's pretty damn cute.
How about
it's pretty good? I'm like, all right, they're doing something.
Yeah, 2 to 12. All right, no teenagers because let's be honest. Come on now. Let's be
I'm
real.
glad you brought that up because I had no idea this was a thing.
Yeah.
So to answer the question, it's a hobby.
It's a hobby. Well, it's called hobby horsing, hobby horsing around. All right.
I still want to know how they score.
Like I said, watching the videos, if you can imagine like real horses and they go and like jump over things and then they do like the steps and it's just like that. Like they have little fences set up and you go around and you jump.
Yeah, as much as I could sit here and make fun of this, if I tried it, I would still trip over that broomstick and snap my neck like Christopher Reeves somehow. I really would.
No.
It's probably a lot harder than what we had imagined.
Now, here's the thing. What if the rider falls and hurts their leg? Do you put them down? like if one of these little horse head on a stick riders falls and breaks their ankle, I mean, we know what happens at the racetrack.
You just shoot the broomstick? No.
I was aiming for the broomstick.
Oh, terrible.
Or here's what you do. You get an actual like horse head, like a stuffed horse head, like from The Godfather.
Mm-hmm.
And you put that on a stick.
Is this Lord of the Flies? Is that a pig? A pig's head on a stick?
It's an actual horse head. Look, I'm going for realism here, okay?
All right.
You
got that department down. That's for sure. Jeez, dude, this is the thing, huh?
Yeah, that's a thing.
I mean, at least do the horse on those springs, that you get as a kid where you just
go get Sandy at Meyer.
You get on Sandy. I can get around that a little bit at least.
Right.
But
put a penny in, let her ride, let her rip.
Your Halloween costume, riding this. It's just.
What if someone shows up in one of those costumes that those inflatable ones and your legs are the horse legs? What about one of them?
There you go.
That's cheating. That
I can get around that. At least it's like funny. You watch it and you're laughing.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. If that's a sport, whoever was coming out with that and saying that, there's a lot of sports out there then.
Yeah,
we're definitely throwing bags in there. I mean, everything's a sport at that point, right?
Right. Anyway, there you go. Hobby horsing.
I don't know if I can top that, man.
We don't need to. It's 7:42. I think we let it rip. That's good enough.
Okay.
That's good enough.
God.
All right. Sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
We'll be back. That was my stick horse. Sorry. Oh, warm in here, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be muggy today. I just looked at it. It's gonna be hotter than yesterday. Sweet.
There's a story about hobby horse on national news. Oh, look at that. On national news. It's getting bigger. No,
it's not. There's just no other news. There's no other news. That's all you have.
All right.
It's a topic.
Oh, what's a must-do on your summer checklist?
Hobby horsing.
Hobby horsing. Hot out there for that. Make sure you keep that horse watered and in the shade. Ooh, We promise.
Whatever. Right. Who's gonna?
Summer checklist.
It is. Rather than shrink stuff what it's called. They say, yeah, okay, that's nice. And it's always your more. Yeah, puppet. Hold on one second. No. Now
Playing a song here?
I know you got a book. It is the most important day of the year for the fella.
You playing a song?
No, we're getting right into it. Right into it.
Now where else? And I know you got a boogie because you're holding your neck right. It is the.
All right. Here we go. All right, there we go. Well, good morning. 7:45. It's the Plan B Morning Show. Brock Hunter. I forgot to show this. I got my real cool dad shirt on. Look at that. It's one of my Father's Day gifts right there. So, real cool dad. Anyway, and see how it's spelled real, REEL. It's funny. It's cute. Don't forget, we are streaming. Find us on our stream. We'll be on for the next 15 minutes or so. Just jealous of my shirt, man. Come on now. Come on now. Also, head over to the Plan B Show YouTube page. Make sure you subscribe to that for web exclusive content. Right now, it's time for your topic of the day. And hey, with it being the first day of summer officially, June 20th, what is a must do on your summer checklist?
Interesting question.
It's busy time of year. Everyone's trying to get everything in. You got barbecues, you got beach days, you got family vacations. What's a must do on your summer checklist?
I got two. One will be this summer, next summer, summer after that. Probably the next summers for the rest of my life. Get a damn hole in one, please.
It's a must do on there.
I talked to there was two of them at the place, Hampshire, the Wajak. Two of them there the other weekend. One by a girl who was like her first time play. No, I don't know that. And that's not her first time playing. I don't know that. But from the way the guy said, sounded like it. It's like, oh yeah, I took the ground all the way up to the green, rolled right in. I'm like, just give me one of those. I don't care. I don't care how it is.
She topped it. That thing worm burned its way.
Right now. It's I talked to an old guy the other day. I mean, the guy can barely, and he's played golf his whole life. I get it. I'm like, how many hole-in-ones you got? He's like 6. I'm like, 6? You sure? 6. But I believed him. He's an older guy. He's been playing golf forever. It's impossible. And the people that golf a lot never get them.
Yeah.
People out there, they slip here, put it down on the tee box. Not even looking at the ball. Where'd it go? It went in the hole.
You guys are overthinking it.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
So that'll be for the next summers for the rest of my life. So that really doesn't fall in place.
That's number one. That's got a placeholder up there. That's got a placeholder at the number one spot.
My second must do. I do that. You know what? I want to travel with the pontoon somewhere and experience. If you're in like Put-in Bay or Torch Lake.
Put-in Bay, isn't that what you're?
Just go ahead, say it.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it because we're buddies.
Have you heard of these two?
So
it's Put-in Bay, which is in Ohio, which sounds like what? No, I'm not. No, what? Yeah. Look at pictures, dude. Yeah, it's straight. They took Cancun and they transferred it to Ohio somehow. It's wild. I didn't believe it either. But then you start looking at pictures and you're like, that's not a, huh?
Is it on Lake Erie or is it like inland?
I couldn't tell you that, but it's a bay, so it might be Lake Erie. Type it in. Put-in Bay. You're gonna be like, that's not Ohio. That's not. What is that?
Put-in Bay is an Ohio village on the south on South Bass Island in Lake Erie.
Lake Erie.
So it's part of an island.
Yeah.
in Lake Erie.
Yeah, so you have to go to the island to hang out and do all the things. So,
Ah.
dude, I from what I hear, and this is from multiple people that have gone or like going back as soon as I can.
Really?
Like it was straight up spring break 02. Just it was wild
Huh.
in Ohio. What? And
Yeah,
I hear the same about Torch Lake up north.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
Torch
you-
Lake, yeah. Yeah.
Take your boat there, just park it anywhere. It's gonna be a
Yep.
party. It's gonna be a good time.
Good to go. Huh.
But that's
No,
kind of on the bucket list, man. I've been on the pontoon a lot, but it's been in the same general area. Inland lakes here, river, big lake.
Yep. I don't have like bucket list items, just but a must do on all my summer checklists is go camping. Like if I spend a summer and I don't camp once,
Question.
it sucks. What?
Never gets old to you?
No. No.
Ever?
No. If
So
I
you're not ready to come home on Sunday?
No, I'm never ready to leave.
Really?
I love the camping lifestyle. And again, I know I'm not out there in a tent. I basically have a home.
Yeah. I mean, you got a house on. What did we forget? It's the old Jim Gaffigan joke. What did we forget? Oh, yeah, the house.
I really do like it for me, a perfect retirement sounds like living, just traveling the country with an RV, with a camper. Like that's how I want to spend my retirement. It's just going, I'll go south in the winter, north in the summer, and just all around. Like that's what I want to do. I think people that, and I don't know if that means sell your home.
All right.
And
But fine tune. I'm going to filter the question. All right. Heavy humidity, middle of August, mosquitoes everywhere.
I still love it.
Wow.
I do.
Wow.
Because you got things to combat that. You know what I mean? You can
You know,
still.
I understand where you're coming from. I do enjoy camping, but on my third day, I'm like,
No,
yeah, I'm ready to go home.
I never. Like there's times, like especially this time of year, where like it's a beautiful day and you're like, oh, I wish I was at the campsite, or I wish, I just wish we were camping right now.
Yet again, you have AC on your campsite.
Right, that's true. That I know. I'm not out there roughing it. I
Weighs
don't.
it quite a lot.
I don't. I'm not Jeremiah Johnson out there, for God's sakes. You know what I mean? No, I'm going home. I'm going to a place on wheels that has a shower, a bathroom,
Right.
air conditioning. Right, I get it,
Right.
but
You're
still,
taking your house. It's like everything's the same until you just step outside of the house.
Yeah.
We're in a different spot. This is cool.
Look at this. This is beautiful. We're camping, folks. We're camping. But yeah, camping's a big one. Camping's a big one. I will say I have also wanted to, not with obviously the wife and kids, but like our trip up north that we did, you and Andy and myself and Bill Maron. I know we were in the cabin there, but like I want to do something like that again, but rough it.
That was
And
cool. I like that.
just like the guys trip and everything like that.
I like the
Sleeping-
cabin. I did like the cabin.
Sleeping in a tent together. You want to do that?
Hey, do some camping.
Mitch, I'm lonely.
You know, I liked the cabin until I rolled over at 3 a.m. and you were wide-eyed staring at me with that face. Jesus.
I'm just gonna roll over here.
All right. I'm gonna roll back over and pretend I didn't see that.
You want to come over?
You're right next to me. What are you doing? Go to bed.
Man. Let's see. Let's go to our socials. What's a
One last thing, observation on that. I'm sorry, I know, but I had this idea. And what do you think about this idea? Because you have the camper that you pull, Why doesn't anybody, and I'm not saying real wood, but you have the fake siding that looks like wood. Why doesn't anybody wrap their RV or camper like a log cabin?
I'm sure people.
So
do.
when you go camping, it's like a log cabin in the woods.
Cabin in the woods, I'm
Yeah.
sure there's something out there.
Never seen one, and I always thought, I'm like, that would be a good idea, right? Because
Actually, to build off of this, and again, we'll get to your answers here in a second. Who's naming campers? Have you ever just like while you're driving looked at the the Excelsior or the Matador? I'm like, who's naming these things? Why don't you name them like relaxation? Or, I don't know, but everything- yeah. The wolf tornado. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's a camper.
It's a camper.
I don't
Sounds like
know,
this thing can climb dunes.
Yeah.
Like
It's seriously, if for anyone out there, next time you're on the road in the summer, look at the names on campers and whatever.
the Jaco Raptor.
Yeah, seriously, I bet you. I think I think Raptor is one. Yeah, the Jaco Raptor. I'm not yeah. It's like,
What?
I'm going to a campground. What are you talking about? This is ridiculous. But yeah, I don't know. Hey, maybe make yourself some log cabin siding for people, and you'll make millions. For
I think
camping.
it's a good idea, honestly.
Michael said must do on the summer checklist: ride a motorcycle. Oh yeah, get on that hog, let her rip, let her rip. Andrew, our buddy Zool said go to a sweet water park.
Sweet water park, bro.
It's a good answer.
He went to the Dells. That was the last water park he was at. And he's like, dude, it was awesome. I'm like, isn't it really for kids? He's like, no, adults go to that too.
Yeah.
But I heard it was awesome.
Adults with kids? Is that what he means? Or just
that's what I was saying. That's what I asked him. I'm like, can I just go there by myself without looking like a creep?
Don't think so. Don't think so.
Isn't it just any water park in general, though?
Oh, for sure.
Which sucks because I like water slides. I'm a fan of them. I enjoy
it. Out of the way, kid. It's my turn.
All right. Where's your kid at? I don't have one.
I don't have one. Oh. And I bought the day pass.
Fast pass.
Fast pass right there.
Eat it, kid.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You can go enjoy it. It's not.
What if I'm using the water cannon all day?
It's just blasting. Kids are crying. There's
man. That tall man over there.
He won't stop shooting me.
It's like in Billy Madison where he's just spraying the kid with a hose.
Quit it. Stop it, mister. I don't know who you are. Stop it. Quit it. You all right? Yeah. Why? Anyway. We got some more answers here. What's a must do on your summer checklist? Cody said camping, beach, zoo, or aquarium. Yeah. I'll be honest.
I got the zoo off the checklist.
Zoo's always great.
That's a good one.
I will tell you, the beach for me in the summer, I know it seems like a go-to. I really enjoy the beach in like late spring before the tourist and honestly fall, because when it is 100 degrees outside,
unless you have the umbrellas, man, unless you have like the big canopy or
when you're just sitting there sweating, even under, you're like, why are we here? This is awful. Right. And then the water, like, especially the big lake. Yeah, you can get used to it, and it is better in like dead nut summer, but it's still like, whoa, Jesus, you know what I mean? So it's not like you can go in there and like just wade in the water, you know what I mean?
You know, I dig the big hole at the beach, not to dig a hole, but just to sit in because it's a lot cooler down there, you know?
Bury me in the sand. Get me down about 6 feet. Yeah. Let's see. Margaret said go-kart racing. Oh, it's hard to beat a good day.
Ooh.
Good summer day at the go-kart track, man.
You know what we need?
What?
I'm serious on this. Locally or just somewhere near. I really do have it. Shifter cars. Shifter cart.
I don't know.
You know the fast ones. We have you know the fast go-kart.
Yeah.
The ones that look like cars.
Oh, yeah.
60 miles an hour. I mean, it'd probably be pretty dangerous, but
no, for sure.
God, it looks like fun, doesn't it?
Yeah, but that's probably.
Here's a question.
We don't need all those Illinois drivers who can't even drive their cars up here.
Right. On the go-kart track. Right. Get off of you, damn fifth. Is there anybody out there? Anybody who gets in a go-kart, leaves the go-kart race, and is like, it wasn't a good time. I didn't enjoy it.
I hope not. That person's
who
dead.
Who doesn't enjoy that?
That person is dead inside.
You know?
Yeah.
You take somebody out on a date and they're like, I don't like go-karts. Then do you leave that date?
Date's over. Yep. Have fun dying alone because no one's going to want to be with you. All right. That's
from birth to death. I don't care who you are. Yeah. You get in a go-kart, you feel like Bowser, you know?
We were up in the Dells. God, what was it? We were up in the Dells around this time last year, a little bit before. And it was a work thing, but I just tagged along because we had a free hotel in the Dells because Kiki is up higher managerial style.
Yeah, nice.
Come up to the Dells. Hell yeah. And when we were leaving, we're like, look, we haven't had a chance to do go-karts yet. Let's do it. Let's see if Riley can do it. The guy, and again, this was not during tour season. So like the tracks just opened. No one was there. We got in immediately. And I asked the guy, I'm like, hey, my daughter, she's almost 2. You know, can she go on? Because I think this was before her second birthday. Like she was almost 2 anyway. He's like, yeah, it's fine. You know? So we put her on. She rode with me.
Nice.
She had the time of her life. Of her life.
Doesn't know any concept of it. What it is, what this is called, can't even talk.
Yeah.
But she got in that thing and left and had a look on her face of let's go again. Let's go.
Just go. Yeah.
Nope. Yeah, I love go-karts, man.
Everyone should.
Here's one thing though I must say about go-karts. Sorry, before you move on.
Yeah.
Why do I always get the slowest one? It's trash.
'Cause
I
the guy,
always pick the slowest cart.
no, it's because the guy who's picking it, he just looks. He's like, I'm giving that guy the slow
Damn
one.
it,
He
dude.
wants to
What
go
am I-
fast. He
I'm
go-
a nice guy. That's fine.
getting lapped by everybody.
I'm getting lapped by fatties. It's pissing me off.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Let's see here. Trisha said make sun pickles, sun tea, and salsa from the garden. You had me at salsa from the garden, but sun pickles and sun tea. That where you just leave stuff out in the sun? I don't know about you, but that's
Right.
not good usually with most things you're supposed to be eating. Oh, yummy. Hot sun pickles.
You know, I think my mom's making a garden.
Is she doing a garden?
They've ripped up a bunch of arborvitaes, and I think they're putting a garden like up
Hey,
front.
nice. She doing a raised bed garden? That's the way to do it. That's what everyone does. now.
Yeah, I did something like that because I was talking to her about it the other day. I'm like, remember the last time you did that and you got like one tomato out of it because all the rabbits ate everything? She's like, oh, yeah, that sucked.
I'm glad I spent all this time and energy and money
All
on-
summer long.
on something I could have paid 50 cents a pound for at the grocery store. Yeah.
Which is usually like twice the size too because it's all
Right, of
full of
course.
steroids.
Steroid, right? Give me the steroid ones that someone else made. This little gross looking one from my garden, the only one left. Let's see. We got some more here. Jimmy said work less, nap harder. That's a good must do on your summer checklist. Sarah said not work too hard, camping, kayaking, enjoying life. Michelle said Cedar Point with the family.
Oh, yeah.
All good answers. Just fun stuff. Just fun stuff. I do love summer. I really do.
Yeah, me too.
One of my favorites. One of my
Summer is
favorites.
great, man. Once you get used to the heat, I've been out in the heat a lot lately, and it's just I think your body adjusts to it a little bit. I'm not going to say I'm out there comfortable, but
I noticed that yesterday because yesterday was hot, but I wasn't like I was, when we had that little bit of heat wave, I think last week or something like that. Like, oh, this is gross. Yeah, we're all starting to adjust. We're all starting to adjust. So anyway, summer. All right. We're gonna take a break. We got more coming up. It's the Plan B Morning Show. Stick around. All right. Well, hey, thanks everyone for hanging out. We appreciate it. We're gonna get out of here. And we won't see you tomorrow. We're off tomorrow, so enjoy a little break from us. We'll be back on Monday. All right. Later.